perseverance. So, health talk topic is a general topic on all of the health talks. That includes weight loss, it includes herbs, it includes anything and everything that I have that I want to share with you about health and my past experiences and what has worked for me. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about perseverance. Uh, it is one of the very important parts of successful whatever outcome that you're looking for. All right. My first prop. My first prop is this. Okay. Uh, it's quite thick. Now I just came across this. Um, we were visiting. It was a golf course uh hotel motel. It was looked like a motel. It was a really nice uh very 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 nice with amazing bed and an amazing features place. And so I got this over there, and I have been writing things in it that I want to accomplish, thoughts, things that I learn, things that are that come across to me, and that ideas and everything. More than anything, it is important to write things down. Okay, so whatever goal it is that you want to you have. For me, main thing right now is health. So I am on a path of getting my health in, um, well, to the point where I really want to be able to enjoy my life. Okay, so main thing and the first thing first is to really lose weight. Okay, uh, to help the body to bring down inflammation and to lose a lot of weight, to to come to the weight where I will be, where I will feel excellent like I used to. And I have lost weight very successfully in the past, and we're not talking about a few pounds. We're talking about um, uh, we're talking about, I think last time was 100 some pounds. Okay, so we're talking about a lot of weight. Okay, and I have had different approaches, and so this is important when you write down. The first thing you write down, and yes, I'm talking about perseverance in a few minutes, but this is the start of it. Okay, so in order to be able to persevere, first of all, you need to know your reason why you're doing something, why it is important. It has to be something that you absolutely decide to do and say, I am not settling for anything less than what I'm, capable of, what I want. Okay, even if you've just go write it down and say, this is what I want. Okay, this is me. Okay, this is me. There are exercises that can be used, more very important ones, very helpful ones, that are visualization and all different kinds of things that you can use along the way. And along the way, you will need a lot of help and you will need support, and it will depend on how strong your why is. So, with perseverance, the reason why is very, very important, because you gotta decide. You gotta say, hey, uh, you know, okay, so let's say I start, something today, and yes, I have started actually this a few times. Okay, I have, for those of you who don't know, I have fibromyalgia, osteoarthritis, and a number of other quite serious things that people struggle with, and so have I. And uh, I need to drop the weight because I am at this point I am close to 300 pounds, and I need to drop the weight. And so in the past, it was either, and yes, it can sound like an excuse to someone who doesn't know what fibromyalgia and osteoarthritis are, or gallbladder attacks, which also prevented me from continuing exercising and doing things. Uh, that's will be another another video on that subject. Okay, so doing so whatever comes along. Okay, so let's say you like for myself, I am I have set my goal to be at 100 and, well, 25 pounds. Okay, because I am quite short, and I know that I will be using weights, so I will be adding weights to my exercise at some point, and I will be weightlifting, and I feel very strongly that it will enhance my strength, which is very, very important at this point. Like I have practically no muscles. It may look like I have, but like for my weight, I have like no muscles. Okay, so everything hurts because it hurts to lift my arm because I don't have enough muscles there to lift that weight. Okay, that's a lot of weight. So I'm weightlifting every day. Okay, now so to persevere when things get tough, when your body says, "Hey, that's it," and when my body says, "What's your body, my body?" I'm saying that because of my personal experience. So when my body said, "Hey, um, no, you're not doing anything else today. That's it. That's it for you. Your spine is for today is done. So you're not walking, okay? And that's it. And it hurts to even lay down on the bed and move on the bed, and it hurts like hell, okay? But so once you recuperate, okay, once you get a sleep is super important. It will be another video. And once you get enough sleep and you let your body recover, okay, you will be able to continue on your journey to making your life better, to improving your health, okay? And for me, the first thing first is to lose weight. And so it is super important that along the way that you remind yourself, even if you have someone around who can remind you at times, that stay on the path, uh, you know, uh, like, maybe this is not, like somebody chooses something that's not good for them to eat, and stay on the whatever diet that you prepare for yourself. So this is super important in your book. Okay, you're gonna write down first of all how much you're gonna lose weight. Let's say we're talking about losing weight, okay, at this point. So from 300 pounds to 125, I need to lose 175 pounds, okay, which is a lot of pounds, right? And I estimate it's gonna take a couple of years. Okay, so first year it will more than likely be more. Once you get to some points of the exercises and your body gets used to whatever it is that you're doing, let's say you start walking or you start doing like a dance exercises mixed with aerobics, which was my favorite at one time. Whether you're going to the gym and you're on the treadmill and you're lifting weights, which I did at another time, and incorporate a diet to it. Some people just stay on a diet, which is not as healthy as you know, as moving your body every day, which I always emphasize how important it is. Okay, so to stay on the path, it's good to have someone to remind you. So if you have a friend, a buddy, a family member who will encourage you, then very, very, it's a great thing to have. Now, another thing is you can come to my streams, okay, and participate in my exercises because I will be doing um, physical exercises. So at the beginning, it will be for people who have a lot of health issues, so a little bit, a lot of mobility issues. Uh, but you can do it at your own pace. So let's say if you already a lot, more fit than I am, then you just do it, with more energy and obviously more stamina, and just, do it bigger. And I'm gonna tell you, hey, these are small circles, and the big ones for those who don't have a problem with their shoulders. Are you going somewhere, honey?
Isabel's. I'll be back to my dorm.
When are you coming back?
Night.
Oh, okay. All right. See you. Okay. Have fun. Okay. And yeah. So hold on a minute. Virginia. Okay. So a little bit of a breathing issue. And yeah, so going back to the uh, putting things down on paper, okay? Putting your goal on paper, what it is that you want, making sure that you read it every day, okay? It's a habit, so you gotta change. In order to change, you gotta change your habits. So I'm in a process of changing a lot of habits because I have a lot of bad habits. So, yep. Hey, or I have had a lot of bad habits because I am already implementing a lot of habits that I'm changing. Okay. And, they say, start with one habit and do it for 30 days, which is the best thing. Okay. Or start with one habit and let's say, you do it for 15, depends how fast you incorporate it into your life. But they also say it takes 30 days for the habits to kick in. So it has to be consistent, has to be every day. I have been, pushing to implement a lot of habits at the same time. So it's really tough because those are all new things that I have to get out of my comfort zone to implement. Okay. And well, that's not, it's not easy. It's not easy to start new things. You gotta put your mind to it. You gotta stick to it. Let's say you forgot it, or you forgot it to do it in the morning. Do it even, in the evening. If you just remembered, hey, you forgot to do stuff, then, just do it in the evening. Writing it down and reading it in the morning is one of the habits that I want to implement, which is practically time management for myself because that's also that I want to implement. Okay, so time management, um, if you already have that mastered, let's say you have, your life is, you have you wake up at certain time, and then you do things at certain time. And so you will have to give something up, okay, for the time slot that you're gonna put that new habit in. So depends what it's gonna be. Okay, for me, when I used to exercise, when I was on my weight loss paths, different ones, at different times of my life, and successful ones, I had to put that time aside, and I would say, hey, every day, one of them was every day before, because I was working in a factory, like for that one, for example, I was working in a factory and I had to be up uh, at 4:30 in the morning to get. I just had a brand new baby. I was going through separation and divorce later, and so I had to be up at 4:30 in the morning to get my baby ready, to get everything ready, so I could be at 7 o'clock in the morning at the factory. Okay. So at that time, actually, I started doing the exercises. I only did it half an hour. And because I didn't have time, like I had like no time when I came back home. My life was so full, like with the baby and everything. The life becomes, and I had no support from anyone of any kind, and I didn't have help from anyone to, help me to take some of the load off. So what I did, I actually exercised at work. I found a room in the factory where I would go for my half an hour break for lunch. I would actually go and exercise. Okay, I would do Pilates, exercise, whatever, blah blah blah. And I started with that, and then I incorporated. I said, okay, I wanted to make the change, and I don't know if I was still working. Maybe I was not working at that factory anymore. So I implemented the exercise and I said every day before bed, I'm gonna, okay, it doesn't matter how tired I am, I'm gonna do 1 hour exercise. Okay. So it was after I put my baby in bed, and then I did my exercise. Okay. For 1 hour, it was a dance exercise type um with aerobics that I learned at that time. It was, it was on VHA cassettes at that time, and it was Jane Fonda. I don't know anybody who remembers Jane Fonda, but holy cow, that was like really, really long time ago. So then I went to some classes at the gym. I learned how to stretch, and so from there I implemented all of it with the Pilates, which wasn't, I don't think it was called Pilates at that time. It was just, for me, it was just strength, like body strength exercises that I did. And yeah, so it was a very successful thing because I said every day I'm gonna work out for 1 hour. I'm gonna do my dance exercise. That's what I called it. Okay. So dance exercise for 1 hour, and it was like a clock. It was so perseverance means uh it didn't happen right away. Like I'm sure I missed, which I don't remember at this point because it was a long time ago. I mean, I'm sure I missed a few at the beginning. But then when I got to the point where I was exercising every day, when I was doing this every day, and I was already into my like, like really good weight, and feeling great, and getting that adrenaline pumped every day. And so if I missed one day, I felt really, really bad. My body felt really, really bad, and so I always went back to it uh, up to some point. I don't know at which point I stopped, which was a mistake because if I persevered, if I stayed on the path of exercising every day, I would not be here in this um, state, okay, in this state of health and body today. I would be definitely very, very much and very much better, very much better, okay, off. I don't know if I said that correctly. I woke up super early today, and yeah, my mind has already been through a lot. So, anyways, so writing things down, okay? Even as you're getting older, you forget things. And even though when I was young, if I didn't write things down, sometimes I forgot about them. And writing things down is really, really good. Reading them in the morning, your goals, okay, is very important. If you're on the weight loss path, do not record. So this is my personal advice. Do not record your weight every day. Okay, do not go on the weigh on the scale every day. Don't weigh yourself every day because it will um, it will go up and down depending on what you have eaten throughout the day and depending on how much movement there was throughout the day and how much water you have retained or got lost that day. Okay, so once a week or once a month. So no, I would say not more often than once a week. Once a week, the healthy weight loss is about 2.5 pounds. So if you lost 2 pounds in a week, that's a good, and then put it down in your book because sometimes it's, oh, it's just 2 pounds. At one point, I remember recording my weight and even my exercises. So I was lifting weights and I would be saying, okay, how much weights and blah blah, how much I lifted that day. Then I said, oh, there was a forum. I said, I only lost 11 pounds. And someone said, this is 11 pounds that you're not carrying around every day. So just put 11 pounds in a couple of bags, grocery bags or whatever, and carry them around. See, if it's easier to walk around without it. Okay. And so everything that you do towards your goal is a step forward and you're getting close. It's a step closer to your goal. Okay. So perseverance is very important. If you, let's say, if you didn't get a good sleep, whatever last night, strive to do it tonight. Okay. If, let's say, something happened and, you had something to eat that you weren't supposed to, then just go ahead and, get back on the path. Get back on the path that you write down. So when you write it down, okay, this is what you're going back, you can always tweak it. You can always say, hey, this kind of diet or this kind of thing is not really working for my body. Let's try, something different. But as long as you stay on your path, and then you see if you're getting results by recording it, by, writing down what your weight is, let's say once a week and then once a month. And then this way you're going to know how far you have gone and if you are on the path, okay? Because if you're a month later and you haven't lost any weight, you haven't changed, okay? So the main thing is to change your habits, okay? One, habits are very important, so I will also talk about habits at some point. And this is all pretty much interlocked, and it's all together. It's all like one piece of a puzzle. You want to create a better future, you just say, hey, I've decided this, I'm gonna do this. You gotta put down how often, and you gotta stick to it. So perseverance is, so if you don't have anybody to help you, okay, which I didn't, um I did not have anyone that would have positive impact on my life, anyone that was a family member or a friend, okay? The things that I turned to was always programs that I have purchased and I have paid for them. And it was either programs of, anywhere from positive thinking to to different diets, to different approaches of losing weight, like so many different ones, and a proper mindset, which I have learned by purchasing a set of cassettes. It was a program called Niche Power. Was it the Personal Power? See, I still think Unleash. No, it was Personal Power. It was one of the biggest. Like I think it was 12. No, it was 24. But I think it was two in each booklet. Yeah, so it was like 24, I think, cassettes, and it was quite expensive at that time because it was like 350 Canadian dollars. So for me, it was a lot of money when I was scraping for food. Obviously, I used credit card to do it, but yeah, um, best money ever spent. Uh, it has helped me to go through divorce, through separation, divorce, going through my exercise program that I set for myself because I said, I'm going to lose weight because I have gained a lot when I got pregnant. So I've gained a lot of weight, and I had to obviously, I needed to drop it because I had a brand new baby. I had to work and I had to take care of the baby. So I needed that energy. I needed the stamina and to be able to do all the things. And so that helped me to get through, along with a lot of other programs. So one of them was it was a program by Dennis Waitley. I can't remember what the program was, but it had a certain diet that I implemented in my in that exercise program at that time of my life. And it was basically, I will talk about different programs that I did throughout my life. And so it was basically that one was using food, eating small amounts of food more often throughout the day. So even though I thought a general idea is you eat more and you eat more often, you gain weight. No, this was a fuel for my body and I lost weight. This was also in it was also used together with exercise. So it wasn't just the diet itself. You need to be active if you're going to be increasing the food amount. So you still need to be active. But that worked for me at that time. It worked wonderfully. It was one of the best things that I ever did. And so Dennis Waitley, there was a book that I read. It was Fit for Life. They also have so there is an idea of proper food combinations. So let's say the meats would not go with breads. Okay, so for me, being European, grew up on sandwiches, on kielbasa sandwiches, and stuff like that. That was something that I needed to make changes in my life. Okay, and that's what I did. So yeah. Uh, what else? Okay, so going back to perseverance. Now, I just wanted to say, and I wanted to talk about that specific exercise because I just remembered it, that I lost that weight because I was determined to be at certain weight. So I set my goal, okay, and I got to my goal, and I had lots and tons of energy, and I was like super dynamic, super energetic. I never got sick for another like 2.5 some years after even I stopped exercising, which was a mistake. I know now, but uh, so I got to that point because I persevered. Okay. And because I said, hey, every day, and some days, and the programs that I bought helps me to kind of tweak my mind, okay, in a positive direction, saying, that one of the programs said, don't stop exercising or don't stop your goal uh, or exercising, if you're not feeling well that day. Let's say, and we're not talking about this right now because this is another kind of a devil, okay, right now. Uh, not not meaning anything. But this is another kind of um, different, super, like completely different kind of a thing. So I cannot compare someone who is in their 20s, which I was in my early 20s, a lot less weight, a lot less years, and a lot less pain, and a lot less inflammation, and a lot of less health problems. Okay, so I cannot compare those two. But so at that time, I just said, hey, I'm gonna work out every day. I'm gonna work out every single day. So it doesn't matter if if I was super tired, like some days, I would come back from work and I would be super, super tired. And I said, hey, oh my God, I don't feel like working out today. And I said, hey, the tape said I gotta work out. Okay, so whatever it is, turn on the music. And once I turned on the music, it was different because music brings out a lot of energy, like a lot of like, and I like to play, uplifting kind of, dynamic music that brings out the, I don't know, brings out the soul to play. Okay, and yeah, so I persevered and I did it every day, and I was super proud of myself, and this is why I have something to uh, share with you, because the perseverance, that's why the perseverance is so important. Okay, so no matter how hard it is, so I was just thinking right now, you know um I I've tried exercising. I want to do it every day for an hour. I know I'm not at that stage. Okay. I've started doing things, and if I did go for an hour, I would be 2 days completely shut out for anything, for any kind of activity. So for me, it is super, super, super difficult. But at the same time, once, okay, if I say, okay, if something happened and I couldn't continue, then the next day, or I say, hey, the next day I'm gonna strive to do this. And I was just thinking that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it, um even if uh even if I feel like really, really bad, I'm gonna do some exercises in bed. Okay. And one of the really good things and exercises, they call them exercises or you can call it stretches, are the actual stretches. Okay, so there are stretch exercises that are super helpful, and they help posture, and this is very, very important. So those are the exercises that uh, would help me. For example, it has been helping me. I started doing them about a month ago, and I did one set of exercises before, so you guys can go and look at it. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna make sure that it's posted. So if it's not there, I'm just gonna. It was short, I think 20 some minutes, only 20 minutes. But you don't really need a lot of time for stretches, and stretches are very, very good. And putting your body in alignment is super good. And I know it has been helping me in aligning my spine, and it has been helping me um, to, I would say, even to feel a tiny bit less pain, daily. Maybe 1%. Okay, that 1% makes a difference. Okay, because I see that I can do just a little bit more, tiny bit more than I used to. Okay, if I push myself. So I want you to understand that I don't know how other people with fibromyalgia how they feel and osteoarthritis, but I get to the point where I can walk no more. When my back feels like it's broken, and I just can't. That's it. You know, even sitting is like right now. Sitting is a challenge for me. Okay, so I do those stretches to help me align the body again, okay, and they help me with the back pain. So I will share those stretches in another video, and for you guys to to implement them and to try them. And it's not gonna take just like one time. It's not gonna Even one time could make a difference for you, okay? But I what it says or what it means is if you're doing it constantly every day and you implement it. One of the exercises I've been doing every day now, and it is one that I'm not gonna stand right now, but I'm gonna just show you. If you guys didn't see that video yet, I will do the stretches videos later, okay? But so what it is you put your feet, look at my information. You can just see it right now. Okay, so you put your feet on a 45, I'm just going to do it a little bit straight, on a 45 degrees on the ground, okay? So you put them like that on a 45 degrees. Your legs straight, so kind of push your knees to the back, so your bum is gonna be like, just push it to the back, sticking out. And then you interlace your fingers and you put them like this, and then you push your arms back, not to the point where it hurts too much. And don't you can do it sitting down, okay? It's best if you're standing up, okay? If you cannot, then even sitting down. And this, or if you're standing up, this will help you with the lower back pain. Depends of how what the misalignment is. Like in my body, it helps me personally, so that's why I'm sharing it with you. Okay, and so just push it and hold it there for 30 seconds. Like, don't let it be too painful. Okay, you may and make sure that your shoulders are not like pushing up or anything, and just stay there for 30 seconds. And then I just, because I have shoulder problems, I just very slowly and gently let it down, and then just uh roll it out. Oh, it felt so great. Okay, so I personally feel this in my upper back, between a little bit lower than my shoulder, maybe tiny bit lower than my shoulder blades. Yeah, so that's where I feel it personally. Anyone, you guys could be different, but so implementing the positive um, habits into your life, okay, using them every day, are the ones, those habits are going to help you to get through and to get to from point A to B, which I always say, if you have a goal, you need to know where you are. Okay, so let's say weight goal, okay, 300 pounds, 125, okay, 125. So for me to get to here, I need to persevere, okay? Doesn't matter how hard it is, until I get to the point. So let's say I'm driving. Let's say I'm driving, because I'm a driver. I love to drive. I love trips and I love exploring new things and stuff like that. But so let's say I'm driving and I need to go to get my spring water, okay, which takes me over an hour of drive if there's no bad traffic. If there's no traffic, still takes over an hour, but about an hour and some minutes and a half, okay. And so, yeah, an hour and a half one way. And then so I already know the way to get there. Okay, so for you to know how to get to 125 pounds, you gotta, you gotta write that road. You gotta know how you're gonna get there. Okay, so this is how. All right, and then sometimes, let's say it says the road is closed, or there's an accident on the highway, or whatever. Okay, what do? You take alternate road. And that same thing happens with weight loss. Okay, you persevere, doesn't matter. You want to get that water, you want to get to 125 pounds, you gotta continue until you get there. Okay, and I'm talking not just to you, I'm talking to myself right now. Okay, so you gotta continue until you get there, and you just tweak, you make adjustments as you go to get to that point B. All right, it's a beautiful concept. This is the one that I've used in my mind because it has worked with, I could, kind of interpret it very, very easily in my mind. Hey, I want to get to the point B. I gotta do this and this, C, D, E, F, G, blah, 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 all the way to Z if it has to happen until I get to B. Okay? And as long as you don't quit. Okay? So, perseverance, if you do continue, okay, you continue, you get back on track every time, if there's a deviation, you get back on track and you continue on the path. And you rewrite, let's say you wrote some kind of a program that's not really working or no longer working for you, because that has happened to me. After I was working at the gym, and well, doing, the body kind of gets, even though I was exercising a lot, I was doing the treadmill, I was doing the weights, and then there was a point where I hit the plateau, and I had to change things, and I had to change things around. Okay, so you can use walking, you can use running. I was never a runner. I never liked running. Maybe it was because I fell really badly as a child and injured myself, but running was never my thing. So I just don't feel like I want to run. But I did do walking. So many times I did do walking. It's a very good alternative to exercises. So you can walk fast. So the fast walking, I would bring a music with me and just play music. One of those. Um, at first they had like really, really tiny ones, and then they got like really, really big, and now you have a phone. Okay. What was it called? The iPod. Okay, so the iPods were first, they were like tiny, tiny little things. You could just slip it in your tiny pocket. Okay, then I got one of those big iPods, like I think it was 160 gigabytes or whatever. It could put so much music on that thing, and I did. Okay, so then I strapped it to my arm, and well, that was my companion at the gym many times, because I could like just play any music that I wanted to, and for walking, and it would just, it kind of, to me, like, if you love music, and for me, for example, it just pushed me harder, and yes, this feels great, this feels really, really good, because the music is feeling good, and then you're feeling good, and then things are different. Okay, because you're doing it because you want to, your body is feeling good while you're doing it. It is a positive reinforcement. Okay, so positive reinforcement is really, 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 really good for you. Okay, and when you're doing things that you like, while you're doing your exercises, then that's the thing. Maybe that's the way. Okay, so let's say you're not a runner. Okay, and you start running, and then like, for me, if I ever started running, that would be like just maybe At this no, at this point it's no running. I can hardly walk. But if I ever started running, I might say, hey, this is not for me, and it hasn't been for me in the past. I may start running. I think there may be a possibility, but I still have to consider my health and my age, okay, for that. So there are alternatives to everything, and there are choices, and there are so many choices that, oh my God, you can even imagine, okay, different choices of different things that you can do throughout the day to help you to stay on path, okay. So you write down your weight, you write down your goal. First of all, your reason why, okay, or your goal, reason why. You write down your weight, you write down how much you want to how much and when, okay. It has to be a goal that's achievable, okay. You cannot say I'm going to lose 100 pounds in a month, okay, because that's not going to happen. All right, just so you know, okay. But I did lose in the past. I did lose 40 pounds in 1 month, and it was I was already exercising, I was already active, so it was a completely different story because I was physically a lot better off than I am right now, and it was possible at the time. And so yes, and I implemented certain things that I knew how, and I lost a lot of weight in a very short period of time, and I felt great. I looked great. So yeah, things worked for me because I already had that knowledge and I knew how, and I knew that I was capable of doing it. But at the beginning, you gotta set your goal and say, for example, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds, which is um considered 10 pounds a month is considered a healthy weight loss. Okay, so 10 pounds a month, and I'm considering that for me, which I will have to push myself uh really hard to get there, because 10 pounds a month for me is gonna make a huge difference, not carrying it around. So I'll be lighter. In the winter, it was super hard for me to even go outside. When I did not even want to put my coat on. We have fruit flies here. I brought pineapples and, oh gosh, the fruit flies are just crazy. So pineapples, I'm juicing the pineapple and drinking the juice, and it's very good. It's inflammatory, and it feels great. Kind of feels like, I think sometimes the lighting it's a little bit brighter and sometimes it's darker. But okay, so I lost my thread. I was talking about exercising. Mm, wow. Completely lost my thread after the pineapples because I was thinking how good that pineapple juice is gonna be. Okay, so yeah, so staying on the path with exercises, okay? And so okay, so I want to show you some of the other helpers that you can use your um throughout your uh goal achievement of the goal, okay, throughout your journey, because the journey, you know a lot of people just think okay, that from A to B is, oh, I'm just gonna get to destination. I like to enjoy the journey, okay. So if I'm going to pick up spring water from springs here that we have away from the city, so I have to drive for quite some time. Um, I want to enjoy the journey. I want it to be a nice day because I've gone on like rainy days because that's the days that we decided to go. But enjoying the journey on a sunny day when it's nice and when like feel like, things are happy and stuff like that, it's a lot better. Okay, so um, one of the helpers to help me to get through things, uh, it's not just been diet, it's not just been exercises, it's been also massage when I could afford it. There was a time when I could afford massage. I had an amazing masseuse, and I don't know if she's still around. I have not been able to get a massage, um, but uh, at some point, um, at some point, I should probably make contact again to see if just to keep in contact. So at some point when I'm gonna be able to afford it again, I will do massages. Wonderful. If you get a good masseuse, I highly recommend it. Skin brushing, okay? Those are both things that are gonna help you um, with helping the body to get rid of the toxins, okay? So proper massage, okay? It has to be proper. If the masseuse doesn't know what to do, you will not get the proper benefit out of it. Um, Now, the skin brushing is helping with, well, exfoliating the cells that that already are gone bye bye, and they should be bygone gone bye byes, bygones. Okay. And yeah, and so another thing that I've been implementing is actually herbs. So one of the things that I've been doing, especially now with the COVID features that's been going on, is a tea. So I make a different tea. Um, I've recently added fennel because fennel helps to get rid of like inflammation and stuff, a little bit of phlegm and things, and hibiscus flowers. So this actually I buy it. What's this called? This I bought it in a Asian market, which is a lot cheaper than going in a store. And what they do is they sell the whole flower in a package. So I really like this. I love when I use these because they are very the flavor is concentrated. So hibiscus flowers for your vitamin C. uh, um, I got this. Um, Jesus. Uh, yeah, I forgot the name of that. My brain is sleeping. Okay. Chamomile. So you can add chamomile to your. Okay. Oh, here is um, fennel seeds. Okay. You can use anise seeds as well if you like the flavors and stuff. You can use different things. You can use I got this apple cider vinegar, okay? Uh doesn't matter the company. I have the other one that's very popular in the fridge and I haven't opened this one yet. But you just do that one spoon in water in the morning, okay, to help you alkalize the body. Or if you don't have that, you can just use lemon, okay? So what I do is I put fennel and I put the chamomile and I put this, okay? And I put this, which I'm gonna try to remember the name of it, okay, in my tea. And I put, after I steep it for a while, I add when it's still quite warm, I add slices of lemon. Okay, so I wash the lemons really, really good because I like to add it. If the skins are good, I use the skins as well, and I just put it there because I'm very low on fats. I don't fry food, and I haven't been able to actually purchase avocados. They are super expensive right now, and avocados are actually the only um, means of fat that my body will accept because of the gallbladder problem that I have. Okay, so I cannot, my my body does not accept any other fats. No way, Jose. Okay, and then so other things that I have added was vitamin C. Okay, that's with you doing exercise, the vitamin C is gonna really, really help you to with the exercise. Okay, it will help you uh, to boost your immune system. And I'm saying it from experience. I'm not just saying it because it says on the thing. I wanted to show you my vitamin D. Okay, so this a vitamin D. I buy it in the it's in a pill form, so um it's not in oil form. Okay, I cannot do the oil form. It actually gives me gallbladder trouble, so I don't do that. And then there's another and a magnesium. Okay, so you add magnesium if you actually have gallbladder problems and you need magnesium for healthy bones. You need the vitamin D for healthy bones. Okay, so if you are someone who has not been outside very often, then just make sure that you take the supplement. So at when I started, I could only take one vitamin D at a time. And if I took two, even the pill forms, it would make me sick. So I'm at the point where I can take two at a time now. I take it with food. And I have had magnesium malate the first time. It was super expensive, so I went with this one. I was actually told that, or I was reading on it, and it said that is actually uh, quite that your body actually absorbs quite a bit of it, so it's really good. And price wise, it was more affordable for me. And so those are the things that I use. One of other things, I will be talking about herbs in many of my videos because I use herbs to help me to get through a lot of issues. Most of them is breathing issues. So and then like this is a great vitamin C alternative. Okay. uh, I'm still trying to uh, I'm trying to remember what the name of it is, and I can't. Jesus. Those are those upright things. Maybe if I bring it. I actually harvested these myself. And make sure that when you're harvesting, they grow along the road. I'm gonna show you this one because I really want to show you this. Okay, some of you, I mean, it can get expensive when you have to buy so many. Uh, when you have to buy so many things, so many supplements, and okay, so this is a vitamin C alternative, and these are good. Okay, so they grow upright. So there's two types of these. You guys have to be very careful. Best to buy it in a store if you don't know the plant. But the ones that grow upright are the ones that are the healthy ones, the red. Okay, so the more red it is, the better. Um, and the ones that downright are actually poisonous, so you have to be very, very careful with that. Okay, and so I harvested these myself, and I take the little, um, I think they call them cherries, little cherries, little dots. Okay, and the birds actually love these. These things stay on the shrubs for quite some time. So they call them trees, I think, maybe, but they're kind of more of a kind of shrub between shrub and a tree, and uh, and they're very high in vitamin C. So you could do water infusion, which I have not because I don't really like to wait that long. But water infusion in a glass. I don't know why I'm teaching you this. This is supposed to be a different video, but yeah, I will be teaching you guys how to use this. Okay. Still don't remember the name. Okay. So, this would be it for today. I will, the perseverance part of, you got to keep in mind that as long as you never give up, okay, and you stay on the, and you get back on the path, okay, if you get off the path, you get back on the path to, to get to point B, all right. You can imagine it in your mind, A to B, for the drivers it's maybe a little bit easier, or someone who says, oh, okay, I want to travel to a different city, how do I get there? Okay, you got to know how to get somewhere, all right. And that's how I interpreted things. And I said, hey, if this doesn't work, or this road is closed, or whatever, or I got sick and I couldn't exercise, hey, as soon as I got better, back on track, okay, back on doing back to doing things that move you closer towards your goal, okay. And along the way, learning new habits uh, that enhance your life. And when you learn new habits, it will stay with you, okay. Those new habits are the ones, so this is the importance. I want to emphasize the importance of habits, because, well, good habits, people have good and bad habits, and I have had a lot of really bad habits, okay. And I had to, like, wow, I said, oh my god, I have so many bad habits, and wow, no wonder things are not working for me the way I want them to, okay. And so implementing those habits every single day, it brings you closer to your goal, and it will keep you, let's say, so if I had these really good habits that I'm going to be implementing, because right now, I want to stay healthy for life, okay. So not just lose 170 pounds, I want to be healthy. I want to have stamina. I want to have energy. I want to be happy. I want to be able to go out. I want to be able to enjoy being out. Okay, which has not been, you know, working for me for many years in the past. And I'm fed up. I said that's enough. Things have to change, and I'm making the changes. And you know what? Nobody else is gonna do those for you, unless somebody's gonna swing you in a way that you may not want to. So unless you make physical and mental changes in your life, things are not gonna change. All right. So this is about working on yourself. This is for your own personal power, and that's how you're gonna get from point A to point B, and you could get to the point where you feel so good about yourself when people are coming up to you and they're attracted to you and they talk to you, and you get all kinds of jobs and all kinds of people just giving stuff to you, and saying and giving you jobs. Let's say you're looking for a job or whatever. It's easy to find jobs. At that point, in the past, I was actually doing business. I was in sales, and sales went up to, like, really. up to the roof for me um, because I have changed from being overweight at that time, or before that. I got to the point where I was, when I felt great, I had lots of energy, lots of stamina. I was more positive, or clearly, I was healthier and more cheerful, and the posture and the way you, the way you talk and the way you present things to the world are different when you come from a different uh, feeling. Okay. Now, I am doing this now because I want to get these things out. I want for people to see that no matter how hard things can be, you can strive to be better. You can push to be better. You can get from point A to B. And, when people talk about, oh, I have lost so much weight, and I will show you proofs. I will show you proofs with pictures from my life and my timeline, and I will talk about each specific diet at each specific time. So maybe you can choose something for yourself, or I will say, hey, and this one wasn't really that healthy because there was a couple of them that were not healthy. Those were the two first ones that I used in my life. One, two, three, I think three. Yeah, and so I used it 3 times, but it was not healthy. And then after that, I have purchased programs, and I have learned from the programs, and the programs worked well for me, in a way that I had more energy, and well, my life was enhanced because of it. Okay. So I'd like to thank you for being here with me today. And I wanted to, let me see, I wanted to say that, let me see. Okay. I wanted to say that welcome you to be on on this journey with me, and to show you that I'm at this point right now, and I want to show you, I want to be here when I am at a different, um, I would say, in a different, not position, in a different um, state. Okay, in a different state. We're talking about physical, and well, probably mental as well, because when someone is in pain, it is not easy to smile all the time. But I try and I do my best. Okay, and so yeah. So I want you guys to see me, like from a few months from now. I know the summer is gonna really, really help me to boost my health. That is because of the sunshine, vitamin D, and the more I will be pushing to be in the sun, I know my body is gonna be better because it has worked for me in the past in a wonderful way when I went to Cuba, and I would just like spend a couple of weeks or 1 week in Cuba would make a world of difference. Went on a vacation to Mexico as well, Bahamas and stuff like. And every time I went out in the sun over there, and I got like really, really good sun in my body. My body was just like, wow, I loved it. Yeah, why not more of it? I wish I lived in a tropical country where I could, do this every day, and have more sunshine and be more healthy, and that definitely makes a big difference. So if you guys have your sunshine all throughout the year, or you have it, if you have access to being out in the sun, put your body in the sun in a healthy way, because obviously there are hours that you need to uh, you know uh, stay away from the sun. So, between 10 and 3, I would say, like sometimes even 4. But I found I could be all kinds of like from 4, or even 3 sometimes is still strong, but from 4 till like evening, or 3:30, 4:30 till the evening, you still have like 3 to 4 hours of sun, and it's a really, really healthy one, and you're still gonna get a lot of benefits. Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Okay, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Okay, on Health Hacks. Ciao, ciao for now. Mwah.